All right, it's week one. It's Saturday, and it's 6:41 in the morning. I'm about to head to the gym, but before I do, gotta make a quick coffee. And if you're watching this and you're a coffee aficionado, and I'm disappointing you, have some grace on me. This is the first time of me ever having something like this, so. So if you watched the first episode that I'm back, you quickly realized and saw that my wife kind of called me out on purchasing this camera. And what you guys didn't see is that I actually played back the video, and then afterwards she came up to me and said, I sounded so mean, and I'm sorry. But I told her, like, hey, I appreciate you calling me out on that because I did say that. And I appreciate her calling me out. And so I purchased this Osmo to really try this whole vlogging thing for a week. If not, I return it, keep it going. If not, something I could actually be consistent in. But I'm grateful that she did call me out, and she said, you know, I'm going to support you, and I got to live up to my word of creating this content consistently. So that is the goal. We're going to go ahead and finish this coffee real quick, head to the gym. So like right now it's recording, like bam. And so it's still loading. And then that's like the worst mode it was of the day because I didn't put it in that mode or whatever. But yeah, man, this thing is pretty insane. Just the fact that I can just set this down and start vlogging.
Yeah, you could. I mean,
it makes it so much easier. So like,
yeah, that is, you'll be consistent. Like, I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
With anything like that, anything that's already awkward.
Yeah.
You have to eliminate all of the frustrating steps. So it's just like, I can set it up. It takes 5 seconds to set it up, and now I can just do my thing. I don't have time to talk myself out of it while I gotta lug all this gear around. And
exactly. That thing is so convenient.
You have no excuses.
So the goal is with this channel now is to like showcase like family, work, and just it's more of a vlog and documentation. All I'm doing. That one is more like well, it's called I call it Novel Forge. I'm gonna change the name to Hobby Reyes, but just keeping it real.
Yeah.
It's good for me to look back on, and then I'll still make like wedding content, gear content, and shoot those in like higher quality, but on the sundial creative thing. I learned that my brain doesn't. I have to compartmentalize things so I can get clarity. Because if I do one thing in all one channel, I just feel like I'm lost. I'm no sense of direction. So I finally learned that this year. So this is probably the most, I'm trying to do it like where it's weekly vlogs or however it is. I don't really care for it. Honestly, I care more about me looking back on it and be like, what did I learn? It's almost like a diary in a sense.
Yeah.
We hit shoulders today, awesome workout. My youth pastor and friend Caleb was worked out with me today this morning on this Saturday. So that value what I am. So we're starting off the week pretty right. I'm excited. Let's get home, and today should be a fun day, spending time with family, and honestly just trying to be intentional with family and try to document as much as possible too as well. So far, I love the Osmo 3. I think this thing is pretty darn cool. I am thinking about purchasing an ND filter just so that I can set my shutter speed at 24. I don't know. I may not even do that because then I'm just adding more work. And the filmmaker in me just always wants perfection. And so, but again, this camera is not about perfection. This is just about vlogging. So, why is it that anytime I start planning to create content, and this is more in line talking about like for my business, for Sundial Creatives, that I get so nervous and discouraged, even though I haven't even started. I don't know why it is, right? Like you get so excited. Like even right now, I bought this Osmo, and as excited as I am, and honestly, I love this thing because it can follow me, but it also created some type of fear afterwards. You get the tool, now you remove the excuse of creating. And now that I have this tool, my mind went blank in terms of what I want to create. It's pretty ridiculous, and I'm sure that tons of us feel this exact same way when you're given the opportunity or you have the tool to then create. And so I am gonna have to learn how to get out of my own way of creating content for here on YouTube, but also for my business and creating reels. And I try to search for some reels that is already trying to do the content that I would like to create to add value to couples, but it hasn't been created, nor is it viral, to say it the least. So it makes me a bit nervous about putting all this effort into creating this one thing. Will it work? Will it not work? Will it fail? Would it be successful? Is it going to be a waste of my time? So all of these thoughts just start running through my head. So in reality, I don't know if all of this is going to be successful, but what I am trying to do is push past my own thoughts and not let myself put roadblocks ahead or hinder myself. So yeah, if you ever feel that way, just know that you're not alone, and that I think all of us do this. And what I'm trying to do with all of this is just be more transparent. And I think talking and speaking to this Osmo, speaking to you guys, makes it so much more easier, because I know that someone who would watch this, whether here in the States or somewhere else in the world that understands me, can relate when it comes to starting a project or starting something new, something that you don't want to put yourself out there, but you have to put yourself out there if you want to see this thing succeed and grow, and that your vision is. And I think that's what life is about, putting yourself out there, doing what's uncomfortable, but taking the chance to grow in it and see what you learn in the outcome, whether it is successful or whether it's not. You just got to do it, because if not, you'll never find out. All right, I am currently setting up my office to be able to film a few YouTube videos for Sundog Creatives and reels and stuff of that nature. So I got my Aperture 300 out, and then I got the good old Sachtler out here as well. I think I'm gonna use either my A7 IV or FX3s to be able to film this stuff, but I have a global light, and so I use that light to hit here, make a cool backdrop. And then we have the light that you've seen already, and then another light right here. So I think it'll be pretty cool. Also watching the Vikings Green Bay's game. The Buccaneers whooped Carolina. Hopefully the Falcons lose today. That way we can go back up top on the division and close out with the Saints and hopefully win our division and make it into the playoffs. So we'll see. But I'm just going to go ahead and start setting up everything. All right. So now you can kind of see the guys, the global behind me. And then now I gotta set up the camera and the gear for that. But I think that looks pretty cool. Try to make it as easy as possible. So I may switch up the lighting and see how that looks in here. If there's one thing that YouTube really doesn't show you, it shows you a lot of behind the scenes of like people's studio and what they had to do in order to like perfect their studio. And one thing I want to do is kind of highlight a little bit of the behind the scenes and what that really looks like, because honestly it's annoying, especially if you don't have a dedicated space. And I only got a 3-bedroom house, and I actually need to convert my garage into an office. And yeah, so this is what I'm working with for now. But you guys will be a part of the growth when that time comes of getting a fully dedicated space. It'd be nice just to set up and leave everything like static and still, especially for this. Like this content I'm making is for my business, and I want it to look polished. I want it to look good. Whew. All right, so now we have the setup pretty much complete and set up. This mic, for some reason, the USB, the pod mic USB, the levels have gone down significantly on it. So I'm gonna try and see if I can get it back to normal, clean up the office, and then start organizing everything in terms of the content that I'm going to be filming on here. Try to do that really effectively and really good. So we're gonna see how much we can get done and start on that now. But let me show you the setup real quick. All right, so here we have our light, this Aputure C300. Here we have our Sony FX light, not the FX, the Sony A7 IV that I'm going to use. And then here's the boom arm, and then here's the chair and everything. And then I'm also using my iPad to be able to monitor myself. One of the things that I love about the Sony cameras is just being able to monitor yourself wirelessly. So it just makes everything a lot more compact. This is actually where I had my Osmo right here. And then I have this key light here just to be able to use. And then this is my hair light over here. I may pull down this backdrop and use it for other seasons and times, but we'll see. And then we have that. So I got a massive headache right now. It's Sunday. It's the day that like I go to church, I'll watch the Buccaneers play, and then I gotta like reset myself and prepare for this upcoming week. And I have 3 weddings, or technically 2 just weddings, coming up here shortly. So I have one on Tuesday, and I'm helping a friend out. Still gotta confirm that one. And then I have a rehearsal dinner on Friday, and then I have the wedding day on Saturday. And so it's a busy week. That's busy. And I got one day to edit, another day to edit, and another day to prepare. So I got 3 days on admin stuff just to prep alone. So we're going to do our very best. Oh man, gotta love having a business, but ultimately it is what it is. Just execute on the vision. One of the things that like, gets really hard is just when you wear so many hats in the business is just trying to stay focused and executing the one thing you say you're going to do before you jump to the next thing. So this week I am removing the editor in terms of being for like the couple side and focusing on the business side of things. And then after this wedding, then the following week, I'm probably gonna have to cater more towards the couple side, as long as I can execute all my recordings tomorrow and all the content, and also deal with family. You may hear my daughter cry in the background, but this is the life of a business owner. Not easy. Come here, let's go. All right, guys, it's Monday. Today is pretty much the first day that I start executing all of the goals for 2025. So one of the biggest things I said I wanted to do this year was go to the gym a lot and very often. And so one of the things I struggled with was really going to the gym like after I dropped off my daughter, and then from daycare go straight to the gym, and then like go to work, because normally I'll get like brain fog. So I'm just trying to be a lot much more intentional with just overcoming that. I've gone to the gym in the evenings or at night at times a lot, but I just felt like it made me even more tired in the morning. So I'm just going to try to do it in the daytime and start building that consistency and that habit. Today we're also filming a whole bunch of YouTube videos, so I'm excited for that too as well, and try to do as much content as possible. Filming, I don't know if I can edit all of them today, but I'm definitely going to be trying to film everything and get it done, and set the realistic goals and expectations in terms of how much I can actually edit and put out there in a week's time. Unfortunately, I did not get to go through the topics I wanted to go through yesterday. I just got tired mentally. It was Sunday, so yep, happens. But I'm ready to start off the day right today, and just execute as much as possible at a high level. So that is the goal. Film at least 5 YouTube videos, do at least 5 to maybe 10 shorts, or reels for YouTube, for Instagram, and try to provide as much value and work out, all that good stuff. Tomorrow I have a wedding and I'm helping a friend out, so I need to get the gear prep for that too as well. It's a second shoot, but should be pretty fun. And yeah, so right now the goal is definitely to hit the gym consistently, find a good routine, drink a lot of water, and then slowly but surely establish a diet. Probably I'm definitely going to be doing intermittent fasting, because it's just going to be an easier way to do that. So probably going to cut out probably lunch, to be honest with you, and just have breakfast and dinner. I like lunch, but I love my breakfast, and I do dinners just because of the family. If not, I would cut out dinner, but I know that it's important just to be there with the family while eating. So, all right. So I didn't get my magnetic case in time for the gym, because my goal is also to bring you guys along inside the gym and just showcase exercise that I'm doing, and also to prove that I'm here at the gym. Unfortunately, I don't have that magnetic casing, and the tripod stand is small, so I'm not going to bring you guys inside the gym, but just to show you that I am here and prove to you that I am all the way around. Here we go. If we can get this track enabled. So we have a local crunch here. It's only like 5 minutes from my house, so I'm here, and I'm gonna get to work and make sure I work out. And I'm probably going to do arms today. Yeah, probably going to do arms. Definitely going to bring you guys along on leg day, because that's going to be pretty easy to bring you guys along. I'll be in the Smith machine, or not Smith machine, the rack pretty much, and be able to have you guys at all times. I usually stay there throughout the whole like workout time, but we have a lot of machines and a lot of free weights and all that stuff here that I'll be able to magnetically attach you guys.
One of the pleasant surprises of football, right? Shows you too, like sometimes you're that talented in college and you get part of an offense that throws a ton of screens and short passes, and you never get to get in a rhythm as a runner or do anything and show everybody what you got. Or you don't get to get behind a pulling guard, throwing the ball down the field. And now throwing a screen here, man, that puts a lot of stress on a defense.
As good as he's ever played. So Tampa Bay now would earn a wild card berth with a win next week and 2 Washington losses, of course. Can still win the division depending on what happens with Atlanta here. Dun 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 dun.
Carter was trying to make the United States look less like an imperial power. What does imperial mean? Well, it's like the U.S. and Puerto Rico. Remember what happened? In the name of Western trade, the United States built that canal. The U.S. built it, and 75 was Vietnam a terrible war, and I believe the number was 55 to 57,000 men.
It's 10:12 right now. I'm about to read my devotional and Bible, pray a little bit before I start. I like to start off like my work day by reading my Bible and my devotional. That way I'm in the right mind frame, and start off the day that way. I typically don't do it right off in the morning because I'm usually not fully awake, and I just pretty much don't want to have any excuses when it comes to reading my Bible and stuff. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to open my laptop and then pick the topic and get ready to start filming. So, all right, so we have everything set up. We're about to start recording. I have my laptop here to my right. I'm going to show you here, guys, real quick about all of this good stuff here. But we got the camera set up. We got audio set up here. We got this to give us some background texture. And then we got the laptop. There's Nina. But we got the laptop here with everything that we can look at real quick. I'm gonna be using my iPad here to monitor the camera. Set to recording. So I have 3 lights. 1, 2, and then the last one here would be number 3. Yeah, so we're about to go ahead, start recording, and I'll show you guys some behind the scenes as I'm recording. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long. Right now it is 10:46, so we're about to go ahead and start off and try to finish up all the recordings maybe around like 1 p.m. But we'll see how it goes. And I try to pick topics that I just have a lot of experience in, that I know, and that I can just speak about freely. So I'm going to and do that. And if you want to watch those videos, you can go ahead to my Sundao YouTube channel, and I'll share that here right now. The link will be down below. Go ahead and follow. And if you want to learn all things wedding videography on a client perspective as a couple, and also as a filmmaker, because I will be making some gear reviews and stuff like that into that channel. Hi, my name is Javier, and today I want to talk about the most overlooked moments to capture on your wedding day for wedding videography. Look, I've been doing weddings now for the past 8 years, and these are the top 5 reasons I've noticed why couples aren't getting amazing wedding films. My perspective on wedding videography really changed when I started having kids. See, having kids really changes your world completely. I was only 25 years old when I became a father, and I barely just started my wedding videography business. So I just finished editing 2 of those YouTube videos that I filmed today, and I still need to go back and start editing this vlog because I want to put it out before the end of the new year. Tomorrow I have the wedding. Now I gotta go pick up my daughter. Already the day goes by so fast. I was able to film 4 YouTube videos. I did 1 reel on the Osmo. My goal was to get 12. And I need to figure out how to do the reels on IG because I want them to be of value to couples. So what I may do is take short clips of what I spoke about and make those into reels instead. So whatever I use on the YouTube video, I can recycle, use it as well for the Instagram. And I think that might be the best method because I can go on a whole tangent on dialogue and speak, and just to make more content even for vertical and this purpose, I don't think it's the best use of my time. So I'm going to do that, but I am going to be using this camera not only for this vlogging, but to get some behind the scenes at weddings. I'm going to try my best to. It may not be feasible, to be honest with you, but you never know. I can pull out anytime and set it up somewhere, do active tracking, and kind of go from there. And I think that's the reason I love this tool so far is because it gives me options to be able to create in different facets and multiple ways, and it just makes it so much easier and enjoyable. So that is my day for today. Feeling a little bit sick too as well. I hope I don't catch a cold because I'm helping my friend out for a wedding tomorrow, and I'll be up all the way until the new year. So if you don't see this vlog tomorrow on YouTube, I'll catch you guys next year. Peace.